I saw this amazing YouTube video of an African American woman, stunningly beautiful, that was speaking proper English and had amazing diction. And she said, why is it that when people speak well, they tell you you're talking white? And I think it's interesting that she made that point because she was explaining that talking correctly and talking with proper diction should be something that human beings do. Why is it that we're giving that credit to white people? Why is it that if a black person or a Spanish person speaks properly, they're considered talking white? When did we give them that term? That's ridiculous. And then she made a point that I thought was brilliant. She said, if English is the only language you speak, if it's not your second language or you don't speak another language, you should speak it properly. Like, you should really speak it well. If that's the only thing you have to focus on, why wouldn't you speak it properly? And I completely agree. I speak two languages and I'm learning two other languages and I speak them well. Well, my Spanish isn't that good, but my Japanese is better than my Spanish. So my question is, why have we downgraded ourselves? I don't know if you guys remember this, something in the 60s, a guy named Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, a problem that we had for civil rights, segregation, like it just became a new thing. And 50 years later, we totally forgot that these people bled, died, and fought for the civil rights, to learn, to go to school, to be educated, to be given the same privileges as everybody else. And yet, we don't even take the decency, like the time to respect the blood that was shed on our behalf. Why aren't we trying to be a better generation? I see some things on TV and then I'm like, okay, it's TV, sometimes media. No, I've gone into ghettos in 13 different states when I used to go business to business. And when I tell you I was fearful of my life, I don't think you should ever be fearful of your life in any neighborhood. Why are we not trying to improve these communities? Like, if you ask me why I'm starting a community center, it's because in that, where I'm starting these community centers, it's like the lowest of the low. Not the lowest of the low, but like pretty bad neighborhoods that could use improvement. And I want to teach people and educate them to start their own businesses, to learn the laws, to vote in their neighborhoods, to change the laws so that they are beneficial to them and not to the government employees and to all these other people, the politicians and people that are trying to take control. No, you need to learn these things and you need to be a part of your community. And I want to turn these centers, these cities that people are like, ooh, into thriving cities that are places where everybody wants to visit and go to, because we changed the culture to the point where people are fixing their community. People are starting businesses in their community. People are encouraging others in their community. People are learning and helping each other, you know, and then people want to move into your neighborhood without gentrifying it, without having to have, I'm sorry, anybody who's listening to this, Caucasians move into a neighborhood so that it gets better. Why not take the people that are living in the neighborhood already and make it better so that they have a better quality of life and that their generation to come has a better quality of life? Why is it, and this is a New York example, I don't know what's going on in the rest of the world, but in New York, the worst neighborhoods in the world, as soon as we start moving Caucasian people in, and we start, because they're low rent places, so they start moving in and then the rent starts increasing because they're like, oh, I can afford it. And then they start opening up businesses and then all of a sudden, the most ghetto neighborhood becomes the trendiest place. So if they can do that, why can't we do it for each other? Why can't we make a neighborhood look nice? Why can't we respect our neighborhood and not litter and not ruin everything around us? Why not have people from the neighborhood open businesses and provide a product and a service? Why not have people from the neighborhood be respectful to each other and gentrify your own neighborhood by just being a better person? Like, why can't we just do that? What do you